Welcome back to Seen It Before. We're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we've seen it all before. I'm Danny.
I'm Dan, and you looked really whitewashed on that shot there in our return, but that return sucks. So.
Well, it's getting to be the winter seasons, and my tan is going away.
Yeah.
So I'm naturally pasty.
Pasty
Yes.
boy. Yeah.
Hey, I love gluing stuff, so sue me.
You like eating glue too?
No, I don't like eating glue.
That's
I like
good.
gluing things with like a person. Yo, you ever used like a glue stick?
Yes.
You know, like the did you know that the purple ones, right? They actually had to change that because kids were eating it.
Anyway, we are here to talk about 4 movies today. It's a mini roundup that we have because we have been off for a little bit, just kind of taking some time. But anyway, we are going to talk about 4 movies, and yeah, screw it. Let's get to it.
What do you think happens when you die in a dream?
All right, so the first of our 4 movies here today is going to be The Black Phone 2. So we just saw this movie yesterday.
Yeah.
So
it was pretty cool.
It was interesting. Do you want to give a little recap of the first movie?
Oh boy. Okay. In the first one, there's this guy named the Grabber who grabs kids, kidnaps them, and holds them in a basement, and then I think eventually kills them after torturing them or something.
Yeah, basically kind of like that, I think.
So our main character Finn gets taken by the Grabber.
Yeah, this takes place in the 80s too, when serial killers were at their peak, basically too. So
he's like a wannabe Ted Bundy.
Yeah,
but only for children. Maybe John Wayne Gacy kind of thing.
Maybe, yeah.
So takes Finney into the basement and holds him up there. But then they find out, like he finds out that he can have like a connection to spiritual, like the dead. Mm-hmm. And there's this like mysterious black phone I hit the mic. He has a mysterious black phone in the basement that he rings, and is like, it doesn't work in the real world, but it can ring for the dead people. So he talks to all the dead, deceased children of past victims. And they kind of help him out.
Because they've all tried to escape different ways, basically.
Yeah, he's like, that's not going to work because of this. And so it's a really inventive story. And also you have like this other B plot with the Finney's little sister and dad looking for him. And his dad's like a drunk.
Because their mom had just recently died, I think, or something like that as well. So, yeah. All right, now, starting with the second one, this is 3 years later, I believe they say. So they're all like, Finney's like 17, 18, somewhere in there. And yeah, so let's just start talking about some characters here for a little bit. So yeah, Finney is kind of more just like reserved, but also kind of like rage. He has all of this rage inside him, and he doesn't know how to express it because of what happened to him 3 years prior. What's his sister's name?
Dude,
I was hoping you would say it.
Claire?
It is Gwen.
It's Gwen.
So Gwen, she starts having these dreams and stuff like that, where there's these kids at this lake, Alpine Lake, where they have gone missing. And she also finds out her mom used to work there in the 50s and is having these psychic connections to this camp, which is so weird. But like it's going like kind of Nightmare on Elm Street-ish in this movie.
Yeah, it's like it's all in her dreams, and she's like doing stuff in the real world, but it's kind of more like I like the fact that it wasn't so much like only in the dream world. It was very much like invisible dream things, but you can interact with them in the real world. You know what I mean? Like you just can't see them. Mm-hmm. Like you can't see Ethan Hawke.
That's where it started getting a little weird to me towards the end, where I was like, okay, Finney can't see the Grabber at the end, and yet he's bashing his face into the ice. I'm just like, what's going on here, guys?
He's doing it by feel. I don't know.
What are we trying to do here?
It was more about so what I liked about this movie was that, so in the first movie, Finn is, a weak, kind of like, meek, like kid, and he gets the shit beat out of him, and he talks to Robin, who's the tough kid, and gives him advice like, oh, you gotta you can't let him win, or blah 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 blah. It turns out And then at the end of the first movie, Robin's like the tough kid, really helping him out with like using the form with the phone. Is like he's like, you step forward, swing it back.
Yeah, because Robin had been killed already.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, but after this whole experience with him killing the grabber in the first movie, obviously he's gonna get fucked up. But now he's the kid beating up all the other kids in the schoolyard.
Yep.
And so I like that kind of arc. He's this different person now.
Yeah.
And it's all about him and like I like that it's like, obviously Finn is part of the movie, but it's really Gwen's story.
Yeah. Gwen, Madeline McGraw can act.
Dude, I know.
Holy hell.
The first one I laughed so fucking hard. Like she was also great. Like there's like this
Jesus, what the fuck?
There's this belt whipping scene between her and her dad. Like he's like you're an ungrateful daughter and like and she's like really convincing. And it's like she had to be what, like 12?
Probably
at the time.
Yeah.
She was really convincing.
Okay. Anyway, so she was going to be they were going to be CITs for all these kids during a snowstorm. So
yeah,
it was kind of a weird setup.
Is that a thing? Like, are
in
there
Colorado?
Like
I have no idea.
Children's like winter camps.
Camps, winter Christian camps. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, so they get there and it was all part of the grabber's plan because that's where he hones his power because he started his killing at this camp.
A bit coincidental. But also another thing, like in the first movie, they never really explain why Finney can interact with the dead on the phone and stuff.
Yeah.
In this one, they give a little. It's like it's not said explicitly, but they give more context. Like, oh, the mom had these kind of psychic powers. That would make sense why the daughter and Finney.
Yeah.
Gwen and Finney can.
Finney's trying to push it out, but like eventually it does come to him. But then there's, Gwen. She's just full on psychic, basically. Yeah. So. It's cool to see where that goes. If they do another one, I hope they don't. But I hope it just ends there.
Yeah, because like it was already kind of unbelievable that like the grabber came back. Like it's already like, oh, he can be in the dreams now.
I think
and I don't think it's the black phone without the grabber.
Yeah.
So
I think the part where this movie kind of suffers the most is the pacing. It's kind of
always the pacing guy.
I haven't said that in a while.
It's always the pacing.
I haven't said that in a while, and you know that. But like. It kind of took me out a lot of spots where it's just like there's always the nightmare before the 8mm comes in. And it's like, okay, so we're going into a nightmare every single time. It's like, every time they go to sleep, I'm like, there's like 5 or 6 days where this happens. I'm like, we don't need to see the nightmare. We can just go to the 8mm film and we know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like the audience isn't stupid.
Yeah. Just go to that one, like show us like the transition first. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. Like there are better ways to do that. Mm-hmm. But like, I guess it's
I like
not
the aesthetic of the 8mm.
So does Scott Derrickson.
Yeah, well, because like that's his whole thing. He makes some great horror movies, like Sinister. I didn't expect Sinister to be like that good, and it was like I guess it ranked as like the scariest movie of all time.
Yeah, like average heartbeat. I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
So good for him.
But yeah, overall, good movie. I think. I'm gonna probably give it. You say it's better than the first.
I do like it better than the first. It might be recency bias, but I thought I like the aesthetic of being at the children's lodging in the winter. Mm-hmm. I liked how the respect to Ethan Hawke for not being like vain and like having to show his face because his face is covered with something through the whole movie, and it's really about the performance. And I just like that like. Finney's still like a big part of it, but it's not like in the first one, like Gwen and the dad felt very ancillary.
Yeah,
like they're very like, where's my brother? I don't know. But this one is like they're both co-leads basically. So really expanded
it's like
the
a
world.
Family trauma thing, like it kind of like generational trauma basically.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did like it more. I thought it was a little more full.
Yeah,
with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it probably a solid. Yeah, it's an 85 guy.
85 guy.
I'll keep it there.
Yeah, I'll be 85 guy too.
Yeah, the 85 guy.
85.
I don't know what we gave the first one, but like, you know,
it's fine.
Whatever.
I don't even think we did a full episode.
Probably not.
There's one winner.
Second movie on our list is The Long Walk. So, we saw this movie a couple weeks ago. I was expecting... good performances because David Johnson, a guy from Alien Romulus, had a great performance as an android last year. He really got to shine in this movie. Mm-hmm. Like, as a co-lead with Cooper Hoffman. I mean, I didn't even know who Cooper Hoffman was until the end of the movie. I'm like...
Oh, you didn't know?
You told me. It's like, oh, yeah, it's Philip Seymour's son. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I think his first movie was Licorice Pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that movie. I didn't like that movie, so
I didn't see it.
It's not great.
No,
no,
it's PTA.
I know.
Oh,
it's
man.
not great. Okay. I did not. It was weird. It was too weird. It was too weird. Anyway, so Long Walk, dystopian future, where there's a civil war going on, and these 50 kids from from the different states have to come together to walk until they drop, basically. And if they win, they get like $1 million prize and whatever they want, I believe is
one wish.
One wish. Yeah. So cool setup. It's based off a Stephen King short story, I believe. I'm not sure if it's an actual book. Really good character development. Really, I mean, that's the best part about it. Is like the friendship between Cooper Hoffman's character and David Johnson's, and all the ancillary other characters. They're all like typical Stephen King like knockoffs, like the bully, the asshole, that kind of stuff.
That's definitely like a thing that he does. He just like has the archetypes and just doesn't really deviate too much from them. Because like Cooper Hoffman is like, he's the nice guy. He's the main character. Yeah. He's the perfect person. And then David Johnson's like, the kid from a bad upbringing, and he's
upbeat.
He's like, it's fine. Everything. Life is life, man.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I definitely liked the performance, because this whole movie relies on those performances.
Yeah, you're just walking. They're just walking. Oh yeah, Mark Hamill also, he's the general.
Yep.
And he's an absolute dickhead, and I love it.
Yeah.
Movie's directed by
Francis
Lawrence, guy who did the Hunger Games.
Which very apt, because the best way I describe this movie is like, it's just the Hunger Games, but they're not fighting each other, and there's less world building.
Yeah,
that's like my biggest criticism. Of this movie.
You liked how they kind of like went a little less on the world building, right? Like they didn't really go too deep into it.
I would have liked some more context on what exactly the war is. Like, is like, because they have like little bits of like he's a celebrity kind of, but we don't actually see the perspectives of the viewers watching.
It's just in The Running Man.
It's all just, it's not The Running Man. I can't wait for that movie to come out. Actually, I haven't seen the original either, so I might go back and watch that. But it's just The Walk, and I think like it benefits in a lot of ways, in some ways, to being so focused, but also like, I don't really understand why it has to be this way, and like why the general is so bad.
They were saying, I believe in the movie, it's like they're trying to get these people off their ass again to enlist in the war and that stuff like that, and they are supposed to be the inspiration for that. These 50 people from all the states, I believe they said that in the movie, and I'm just like, okay,
that's telling, not showing. I didn't, if I missed that line of dialogue, I'm fucked. So
yeah, and you probably did.
It did.
Yeah.
So, but like, I like that the ending. I think it was a very good.
Well, let's not get to the ending.
Well, it's different from the book.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot more hopeful for the book. I think the book ended pretty dark, and that's just Stephen King. So
yeah.
And every main character had an arc, which I really liked. They were able to add that all in.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I was going to say, like, let's talk about the brutality, because I didn't expect such brutality.
That was actually mandated by Stephen King. He wanted more brutal deaths.
Yeah, like the first death we saw a dude, I think, get shot through the face and stuff like that. I was like, oh. And like, that's why, because we didn't see any of that in the trailers, obviously. We saw a little bit, but like it was from far away. And then,
it wasn't, warning. Like, it was close up, like, like you could see the bullet.
It's like, it was good. They had some really good practical effects in this one.
Even like the guys, like when he rolls his ankle and he's like,
oh my God. Yeah. Like, just, it gets grueling. I think they walked over 400 miles, something like that, by the end of the movie. And it was.
Yeah. Cause I think a lot of times, like, Leo won his Oscar because, he like literally ate a buffalo heart. He literally was like trekking through the snow for like weeks.
I think it was more of a makeup Oscar.
The year before. 100%. I don't think that was his best performance.
No.
I definitely think Wolf of Wall Street should have gotten him it, but somebody else, I think, was like, this guy.
I think it was Dallas Buyers Club that year, right?
Oh, it was. Yeah. So it's McConaughey,
Yeah.
That was a great, it was a great year. But anyway, but it's kind of like Leo went through all of that shit in The Revenant, and so these guys were actually like, when you sign up for a movie like this, you're walking because you have to like that. You have to be walking in the scene. So
it's the movie.
I hope they had very comfortable shoes and stuff.
I'm sure they did.
I was tired for them. And I can imagine because they were walking 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, you had to maintain 3 miles an hour.
That's pretty fast.
It is,
considering how long.
Yeah, but yeah, back to the ending. They each want to sacrifice themselves for the other person, like David Johnson and Cooper Hoffman. It's a really good, friendship model. Like they've known each other for maybe 4 days, and they're in this together, trauma bonded, and it's like, wow. One's like, all right, I'm going to stay back. No, you're not.
Yeah, it's like we're going to keep going.
They switch, and it's like, oh man, that was. I'm glad David Johnson won. I'm glad he did what Cooper Hoffman wanted to do the whole time too.
Yep.
Kill the general.
So, but yeah, then there's an interpretation. Does he get away at the end? We don't
leave it open, and I like that
because he just kind of still keeps walking.
Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah,
but yeah, sure. I just would have liked more. I liked the motivation for why Cooper Hoffman's. I don't even know his name. Was it Stan?
I don't remember that. It's not Stan. I don't care enough to look it up. It's fine.
But yeah, the general killed his dad because he was it's kind of like a 1984 Fahrenheit 451 thing. He was teaching him knowledge that it is forbidden.
Yep.
I didn't really like the actor for the dad. It felt very clunky.
It's fine. It's like one scene. So,
yeah. But it was very much it didn't have it. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's kind of like how Smashing Machine just didn't. Well, and we'll get to it.
We'll get to that.
It just not a lot of you wanted to you to imagine the tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do you give The Long Walk?
I think it was pretty good, but just considering it didn't have much outside of the walk and much to latch onto other than just the characters, I'd say probably a 75.
I 100% disagree with you because this movie was good. The character development, the world building was just enough where it's okay, this is good. It might not be as rewatchable because it's fucking brutal, but it's a good watch. I'm gonna give it a solid 80. It's up there. I will rewatch it eventually, maybe not right away because that's not a movie you just sit down and watch.
Thank you, Sensei. Thank you. God damn it! Viva la revolution!
Let's start with one battle after another. PTA, his latest movie. I had been slandering it all summer.
Every time the trailer comes, you're like,
motherfucker, not this again. To be fair, there were 3 trailers and they were all very different trailers.
Yeah.
They were very different vibes each time. I'm just like, what are we going for here? Can we just pick a lane? Pun intended. But, it's... This first 45 minutes of this movie are just this setup for what happened in the past, kind of dreamlike. Teyana Taylor and Leo, their characters are, together and they're trying to break out this bunch of different heists, basically.
It's a bunch of immigrants at the border.
Yeah. It's not just that. There's other ones too they had.
Then they're bombing federal buildings.
Yeah, the federal buildings, that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're doing all that kind of stuff. And it's good. And then the Sean Penn's skeevy ass character. My God.
His first scene is very interesting.
Yeah. His performance is so, I don't even know how to describe it. It's skeevy, but it's also menacing and just
it's slimy.
Slimy. It feels gross. But I think it's going to be convincing for an Oscar nomination for sure for supporting actor. But so they're blowing up all these buildings, doing all these heists, and then we cut to 20 years later or 15 years later, something like that, and Leo is just kind of a bumbling idiot, he's been playing the last 10 years.
Yeah, because everything falls apart, and he's his wife didn't get out, and
we don't see her again after the first 45 minutes.
We don't
see her again. She's just gone.
It's a smart character too. There's a lot of things that she was doing at the end. I'm thinking, oh right, that's smart. I wouldn't think of that. The Lockjaw is onto them.
Yes,
because they're in hiding. They take Chase. I don't know her name.
I don't know.
They take the daughter to this nun sanctuary.
Right.
That's where, and then Leo's just trying to find her, but he can't remember the fucking passcodes and shit.
Yeah, so he goes to Benicio del Toro's character is kind of his
So he's not part of the French 75. He's just a do-gooder. Like he's helping the immigrants and
yeah.
And so he's like just all for like helping, like fuck the government.
Sensei.
We're gonna thank you, Sensei. Viva la revolution. Like he's like, God damn it.
Oh my God. And then
really quirky.
Yeah, he was quirky. He was fun.
But I think Benicio, he was good. But I don't think he was like deserving of an Oscar because he's just kind of like playing one note. But like for some reason, those are the kind of roles that just get Oscars, and I don't know why.
I don't get it.
He's a crowd pleaser, like because he plays that note really well in this movie, and he's a very well versatile actor and stuff. But in this movie, he's just playing the cool dude.
Yeah,
and we all love him. But I'm already hearing a lot of buzz for him to get supporting actor.
Me too.
Why? Like we said, like Lockjaw is way better.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about. I didn't even stop the time for this one. Anyway, so where were we? All right, let's just get to the end. Let's just cut there. So it's been a whole chase to try to find the daughter, and she ends up at this camp, I believe. Right? It's like a camp.
Are you talking about the nun thing?
Yeah, the nun thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there's just a sanctuary for women. It's kind of a hideout place.
Yep, and that's where Sean Penn reveals that he is her real father. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, you are. I was thinking it the whole time. I was like, oh, God, he's going to be her father, isn't she?
Yep. We got a problem.
Yep, it's gross.
But because he wants to be part of the KKK or the Merry Christmas Club or whatever.
Oh, my God, that's right. I forgot about that.
The Christmas Rainier. Something like that. And it's just incredibly fun because they're just like, Merry Christmas.
It's so...
like that's their greeting and shit. Like, Christmas Adventurers Club.
The Christmas Adventurers Club. Yes. Then there's the car chase at the end. Like, we're going up and down hills the whole time, just trying to find who is going where.
That was the only part I'm thinking like, okay, get to the point.
Nah. Like, I saw that in D-Box, and that was a hell of an experience. Like up and down. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's like literally like a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. I was just kind of like, it was like legit 10 minutes of them driving on the road. So I'm like, I get it. They're going to run into each other.
Yeah. In D-Box, you can feel the difference in the engines too, which is really cool for the cars. Cool. Like, holy hell, this is great. Yeah. But yeah, so I had a really good experience with that. It was the right movie to see that with. But yeah, overall, I liked it. It's good.
The thing is like with all the trailers, I feel like I saw the whole story in the trailers
in a way,
but at the same time, it was like the whole movie it just had an extra bit of kick to it where like, I'm like, wow, this is really good. But it's like everything I kind of knew that was coming, but it just did it right. I can't describe it. You know what I mean? I think you could have cut 20 minutes out, but,
it's the directing. I think it's the directions PTA.
But it's like they're doing weird. I'm seeing this a lot more, like where they're doing weird things where like 45 minutes is what would normally be like the first 10 minutes of a movie. But like, I'm like, no, I kind of want to stay here for the full 45 minutes because it's a good enough story to watch like them, all their acts of, what they're doing. I guess terrorism or whatever, but
yeah.
But then like all the fallout of that, and then you get to this like kind of point where like now we're in the second act. I'm like, oh, wow. So like this is the start of like the story in the trailers that they sold us. So yeah,
for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm gonna be honest, it didn't feel like 240. Which the pacing was good. It felt like just a little over 2 hours long, and I appreciated that because I was not looking forward to a 2 hour and 40 minute movie with Leo. Besides Wolf of Wall Street, that's the only one I will actually watch that's that long. Overall, this movie it's up there. It's a best picture contender for sure.
I think it's like I think it might be the best movie that I've seen this year.
It's not your favorite,
still like Sinners more.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think Sinners and Weapons are better than this one for me.
Oh, I forgot about Weapons. Yeah, Weapons.
This is probably it's top 5 this year for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 88. It's a well done movie. I will want to go back and watch it again for sure, just to catch certain things.
When I came out of theater, like I told Cameron, like instant 4K buy.
Instant.
Wow. Like, I think I already have it pre-ordered and everything.
I don't think I'll buy it. I think I'll just watch it again. But Yeah, it's a good movie.
I'm going to give it a 93.
Let's fucking go.
Smash Machine, our final movie for this episode. So Dwayne Johnson, no longer The Rock.
But he's still doing a wrestling movie.
Yep. Still doing a wrestling movie.
All right, cool.
UFC, but
yeah. But he's a wrestling background.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things about this movie, but also not a lot at the same time. So it's an okay movie with a couple really good scenes. Especially the one towards the end with Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson, where they're just fighting, where he tells her to basically get out. You got to get out. And then she basically goes to try to kill herself. And I'm like, where did that come from?
It just out of nowhere, dude.
But
the way that I can just, it's just like, it felt like the movie just wanted me to imagine that like all of like the actual real life drama that's going on. Like, yeah, if I was in that situation, I would feel the tension and like the enormity of what's going on here. But like but the way that it's just filmed and like the sound design, it just kind of felt like this is just another scene. It was really weird.
I think that's more directing choices, and that's the unfortunate part. Yeah,
it's like almost like the Safdie style doesn't exactly work with this particular story. But at the same time, Uncut Gems is like watching that kind of voyeuristic, like everybody's talking, it's all normal, but you can feel the tension. I don't know what it is. It must be just Josh Safdie just has like that extra little touch.
Yeah,
because this is this is only Benny Safdie doing this,
and we'll have to see what Josh has with Marty Supreme later this year. But
not that I don't like. I liked it for it was like. I don't know if it was like the building blocks, like a solid foundation. It just didn't have that extra topping that like you kind of wanted with the scenes. I didn't really understand what happened.
Yeah. I will say this is probably easily the most dramatic role Dwayne Johnson has done. And, I will commend his performance. It was very well received, very, very dumb. No,
very dumb.
It's good. It's a really good performance. I enjoyed most of it, and I think he deserves a nomination. Probably not a win though.
Yeah, it just felt like I'm gonna get an Oscar this year. Like,
yeah, it felt very forced in that aspect. But I will say I think he pulled it off for the most part.
What I think this movie could really help though is I'll give this movie to like. As a case study for therapists.
Oh my God.
Like
yeah.
Because
of the friggin' toxicity of their relationship. Yeah. My God.
Because it was like Emily Blunt is like clearly the good guy. And like, and Dwayne Johnson at the beginning, he's just kind of like, he's not talking about what he's thinking about.
She just wants to be let in on what's going on.
Yeah, she's screaming at the top of her lungs like, I just want to know where you're at, dude. And he's like, and like he gives like this whole like he doesn't want her in Japan at his ring.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be distracted or whatever the hell it is.
Just say that, and then it's on her to be all like, well, okay, I'll respect your boundaries. Like that's a boundaries, but he didn't say any of that. But then after he goes through this arc of drug abuse and stuff, then now he's talking. Like if there was no context, you'd be like, oh, she's a piece of shit. Because, he's like doing all the chores and she's just laying around. And he's really respectfully saying, this is what I need from you right now. And I would please respect that. And so, but then she's like unreasonable, it seems, because, she's like, what the fuck? You're a different person. And like, I miss taking care of you. But like, that's also like a codependent, toxic kind of thing that she like kind of naturally goes to. So it's like, now she's the dickhead.
Oh my God. It's a mess.
Yeah. But like every scene with them in the kitchen would be like, oh, hey, how's your day going? Yeah, it was okay. It was like nice. And then all of a sudden one little line.
Smoothie.
It's like, how many bananas you put in?
Oh my God.
But he's like, I appreciate that you made that milkshake, and I'm sorry that like I didn't tell you
the cat doesn't belong on the furniture.
Yeah, respectfully saying I don't like the cat on the furniture, but she's like, no, it's fine. So it's just like the couple that doesn't mix, and I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah,
really well written. So
yeah, no, for sure. Let's talk about Mark Coleman a little bit because his character, played by Ryan Bader, who's an actual UFC guy.
Yeah, I can tell. Look at that guy's neck.
Yeah, dude, like he was good.
Yeah.
I liked his performance a lot. And this is where I want to talk a little bit about like a rumor I have heard that this movie might have been originally made for Mark Coleman to be the main character and Dwayne Johnson to be supporting, or whoever was going to play Mark Kerr. But once Dwayne Johnson signed on, I think they maybe had to flip the script there because... Maybe because, The Rock's ego. He has to be top billed.
Well, I
has
did
to be centered around him.
I did feel a lot of things that, like, the rawness, like, okay, like...
Again, this is all hearsay. I have no idea if this is true or not.
I can definitely see behind the scenes thing being like The Rock didn't want to be shown as being like overdosing on drugs and like, because they didn't show him. Remember when he overdoses, it's just Emily Blunt freaking out over the phone. Yep. Like, because he doesn't want to have that image of him out there. I saw he definitely has that ego. But I can definitely see them because, in the end, like Coleman gets the win, right? And his like redemption arc or whatever is just really happening in the background. Like it's kind of like, oh yeah, by the way, he won this round, and and they were gonna go for this whole like brother against brother thing, and then it just didn't happen.
Yeah,
and so it just seems like halfway through, it's like Mark's arc is like, or Kerr's arc is, oh, I need to get out of this UFC because it's destroying my mental health and relationship. But like it's kind of like it becomes that like right towards the end.
Yeah.
And then Coleman's just like, yeah, I won. I finally did it.
I'll give it an 80 again. It's fine. I think I'll rewatch it just to watch some of the scenes again to see if I catch anything. But I'm not going to really go back to this movie too much.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a straight 70.
70, wow.
I just think it was just very average. And I just I feel bad about saying that about a Safdie movie, but
you gotta have what it is. You got to have a bust every once in a while. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, you got busted, man.
Okay. Yeah, so that is the last of the movies we have for this one. Yeah, so we're Seen It Before. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with the handle @SeenItBeforecast. That's SCENE It Beforecast. Okay. And you can find me on Letterboxd with DonutMan96. I'm Dan.
I'm Danny. You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Was, my Letterboxd and serialized at DJ Was, or my YouTube channel, which is just Danny Was. What do we have next week?
It's a great question. Let me look.
We don't even know.
No. We have a calendar.
We're filming a certain one right now, right after this, but it won't be released for a month.
Yeah, it won't be it. Oh, our next one will be The Running Man.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah, Running Man will be our next Seen It Before. We keep watching Duel of the Debates because we have another debate coming up soon. Anyway, yeah, we'll see you next time.